Gatorade. Always helps. Hello, welcome to another episode of Fearox Frank Reviews. My last review I talked about in Predator 2, and then I beat the shit out of my roommate. Yeah. I really don't have a roommate. There's just this asshole who lives in my house, in a sense. So I can't kick this ass. I kick this ass out of the house. So he's not really my roommate. So what's the next film I'm going to review? Well, it's the mashup that people waited almost 10 years for to happen, in a sense. 10 years, and this movie had finally happened after it was announced. Yeah, 10 years later, and we actually had 2 sequels for both the franchises after that. Yeah, kind of late on that one. So today it's Freddy vs. Jason. This movie came out when I was in high school, in a sense, and I was just about to turn 17 at the time, in a sense, where I could actually go see this movie. It was just a few months away before I turned 17, and this movie was coming out. But since I looked like I was 17 at the time, I was able to get me and my friends into the movie theater. And me and my friends, we enjoyed this movie, in a sense. Why did we enjoy this movie? Well, basically, this movie was the King Kong vs. Godzilla of our time. In a sense, the 2 80s iconic serial killers in one film gonna kill each other? How many people are gonna kill in the process? Well, the trailer basically gave away the victor. Winner kills all. Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees. Now, to be fair, since I was actually at Crystal Lake a few weeks ago, actually that was over a month ago, and that was actually almost a month and a half ago now that I think about it. So, anyway, I'm a Jason man. So yeah, I'm a Jason fan all the way through. Mainly because Jason's a Jersey boy, I'm a Jersey boy, so I root for the Jersey boy. Go Jason. You know, I'm trying to figure out where the hell did Nightmare on Elm Street take place? Some people think it takes place in Pennsylvania. Some people think it takes place in New York State. Yeah, that's unclear at this point. To be fair, they do go back between going to Crystal Lake and going all the way to the Elm Street area where Freddy Krueger goes to, in a sense. So, to be fair, they never actually specifically said where both films took place in exactly. Anyway, the movie is sort of a direct sequel from Jason Goes to Hell. Now, the ending of Jason Goes to Hell, Jason literally goes to hell, and we see his mask on the dirt floor, in a sense, just kicking up dust. And what happens? Freddy Krueger's glove comes up out of the ground, grabs the mask, and drags it into hell. That is what set everybody in motion, saying Freddy and Jason are going to fight each other. And then we get... Yeah, we got Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which was like hit or miss at the box office. For horror fans, it was also hit or miss. And then we had Jason X, which was like, yeah, Uber Jason, like we needed that one. So yeah, we had 2 films in the middle of the like in between Freddy, Jason Goes to Hell and this film. Yeah. Also, I do have to say something in a sense when it comes to the movies like this. When it comes to versus movies, in a sense, if the movie is focused on one character, in a sense, that means the other character is obviously going to win. I mean, just look at all the Godzilla films that came out. The movie's going to talk about this new monster, in a sense, and what happens? Godzilla's is mostly going to win, unless Godzilla's the villain in the movie, in a sense. If he's the hero, he's going to win, in a sense. So what did this movie do? Well, the movie was mainly focusing on Freddy Krueger the entire time. So what happens? Jason fucks him up. So people were wondering, who the hell won the fight exactly? Well, it's kind of obvious. Not to mention the trailer said, winner kills all. And who did most of the killing? Spoiler alert, it was Jason. Yeah, Jason has the higher body count in the movie. Yeah, Jason Voorhees did most of the killing in the movie. Trailer said, winner kills all. Who did most of the killing? Jason. So who's the fucking winner? Jason. Ay. Alright. Let's talk about the plot real quick. Freddy needs to get out of hell, in a sense. He wants to go back to killing the teenagers on Elm Street, in a sense, and kill all the new kids, in a sense, because they basically forgot his existence. The adults made sure people forgot about Freddy's existence. Freddy, on the other hand, he finds Jason in hell. He resurrects Jason somehow. Yeah, it's still unclear how he did that, but he actually somehow convinces Jason to get out of hell, go to Elm Street, and kill all the kids. So that kind of maybe assumes that maybe the Elm Street town, like I forgot what the name of the town is exactly in the Nightmare on Elm Street films, but supposedly that we all know for a fact that the original Halloween franchise, namely from like 1 through 6, Hellraiser, Evil Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th. I'm not going to say Child's Play because I'm not going to count that series. So all those films take place in the same universe, supposedly, give or take. And Jason just walks to the townhouse, walks to the house. All right, so Crystal Lake is in the middle of North New Jersey, on the west side of North Jersey, like where all the Countryland area is. That's where Crystal Lake is. And so he just walks to the town where Freddy Krueger kills most of his victims. That kind of assumes either the town is in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania, or in New York State, somewhere around the borderline areas. They never actually explain anything on that one. Okay. So, Jason does kill a few people very creatively, I must say. Even some people who are horror fans actually do have to say, you have to give kudos to Jason for some of the kills he does. Anyway, Freddy's plan actually does work in the sense people are actually starting to fear Freddy, so Jason does the killing, but Freddy gets the glory in the sense that they assume it's Freddy Krueger. That is until one of the sheriffs actually calls the decides to want to call the FBI, and they say it's a hockey mask murderer, and that's when they realize, wait a minute, this isn't Freddy Krueger, it's Jason fucking Voorhees! We got the wrong serial killer, you idiots! So the sheriff is actually telling the deputy, don't bother, we've handled this before. So everybody assumes it's Freddy Krueger, but it's, okay, technically it is Freddy Krueger, but the killings are all being done by Jason, and Jason is following the main group of kids. Well, there's this one slight problem Jason's doing. He's killing too much, and he doesn't know when to stop. It's like, well, gee, Freddy, Jason is not stopping killing. But it's like, well, no shit, he's Jason Voorhees. You can't stop him. So, right when Freddy was about to kill one of the main character girls, he's about to dice her up. Freddy is about to kill her. Jason kills her. Because through Jason's mind, he's like, she's technically going to be gay. She's about to be raped by this one asshole. Jason kills him and her at the same time, and he chucks the guy like 300 yards away afterwards. But she basically dies from Jason, and Freddy gets really pissed off. He's like, no, she was mine. So yeah, Jason doesn't know when to stop. It's like, well, no shit, he's not gonna stop. You've unleashed one of the worst, deadliest serial killers. You kind of fucked up on that one, Freddy. So, Freddy wants to get rid of Jason. And the thing is, Freddy can't get rid of Jason since Jason is in the real world and Freddy's in the dream world. So he possesses one of the main characters in the sense, and and when he's possessed, he lets Jason come close to him in a sense, and he drugs Jason with a whole bunch of tranquilizers, and then Jason kills the kid. So at this point, now Freddy and Jason are finally going to fight in the dream world. And meanwhile, we don't get to see this, but the kids then realize, in a sense, while they're fighting each other off camera, the kids then realize that Freddy Krueger used Jason to actually do the killing, in a sense, that way he can come back. Excuse me. Gatorade. So they figured maybe if they bring Jason back to Crystal Lake, in a sense, he'll stop chasing him, in a sense. It's not a bad idea, in a sense. So while this is going on, Freddy and Jason are basically beating the shit out of each other in the dream world until Jason's fear finally comes up. And what's his fear? It's water. Really? Water? He's afraid of water? Jason Voorhees died drowning, so yes, he's going to be afraid of water. Freddy Krueger died from fire. He's going to be afraid of fire. That makes no fucking sense! Oh my god. It's like saying like Godzilla is afraid of light because every time he sees a bright light, it reminds him of the atomic bomb that was dropped on him back when he was created. Yeah, Godzilla is not afraid of the bright light. He's enraged by it because it makes him think of the atomic bomb. Freddy is not afraid of fire because he's kind of enraged by it. Jason, okay, if you've seen the original Friday the 13th films, there's actually scenes where he just walks right into the water and kills people in the fucking lake. He's not afraid of water. At all. So yeah, they handicap both the guys, both of them in this movie in a sense. Anyway, Freddy is now invading Jason's nightmares in a sense. One of the main characters, the girl, the main female character, she goes into the dream world trying to help Jason, but yeah, Freddy, she's trying to help Jason in a sense, and Freddy's drowning him, but Jason just wakes up. After they drugged him several times, he just wakes the fuck up. Anyway, they do wind up getting to Crystal Lake in a sense. Jason is chasing the kids down in Crystal Lake, and the girl, okay, Freddy is actually now about to murder the girl in the dream world in a sense, but while Jason's attacking the kids, they're inside of a cabin in Crystal Lake. Yeah, she gets her hand burned. While her hand was burning, she grabbed Freddy and she woke up. And you know what happens when you hold on to Freddy when you're waking up? He comes with you in the real world. So yeah, now Jason is going to kick Freddy's ass in the real world. So Freddy and Jason, they fight in the cabin in the real world. And yeah, Freddy does some damage to Jason, but this is zombie Jason we're talking about here. If it was human Jason, maybe Freddy would have had a chance, but this is zombie Jason. He doesn't feel shit. So he just grabs Freddy and just starts throwing him around and throws him out of the cabin while it's on fire. Yeah, don't fuck with Jason. He is way too fucking strong. So, yeah, they continue fighting each other. Like, Freddy does a lot of kung fu shit. He does, like, a lot of slicing on Jason, in a sense. And Jason, he just punches him, and he goes flying 100 feet into the air. In a sense. It's like, dude, Jason's fucking strong. I'm like, no shit, he's zombie Jason. He's fucking strong. Don't fuck with Jason, man. Don't fuck with him. So, yeah, Freddy does a lot of damage to Jason, in a sense, but, he can take the damage. Freddy, on the other hand, cannot take the damage in a sense. So Jason starts beating the shit out of him. Freddy cuts his fingers off and he grabs a machete and he starts slicing and dicing Jason up. But Jason does even more damage to him too, like punching him right into the rib cage in a sense, going in there with his dull fingers amongst all things. He grabs Freddy's arm, the one with the claws on it, and he rips it off. Literally, Jason just grabs the arm and he just rips it right off. And a huge explosion happens on the dock where they were fighting, and they go flying into the lake. And then we see this guy holding a machete coming up to the kids. It's like, is it Jason? No, it's Freddy. He's about to kill the kids. What happens? Boom! We see Freddy's glove hand go right through his torso. It's like, wait, how'd that? Oh, Jason was holding it. So yeah. Jason dealt the final, basically fucked Freddy up so badly, and the girl grabs Jason's machete and cuts off his fucking head. So Jason's in the lake drowning. Freddy's there, lying there dead. So the girl throws Jason back his machete. They both leave. The final shot of the movie is we see Jason walking out of the lake, in a sense, and he's holding on to Freddy's head, and we see Freddy's head wink like, what does that mean? Who won the fight? Okay, seriously, like I said before, Jason basically won in the movie in a sense. Let's face it, the second Freddy got impaled by his fucking arm that Jason had ripped off, it was obvious that Jason won the fucking fight, in a sense. The thing is, to kill Jason, you need another Voorhees to kill him and send him back to hell. Freddy, on the other hand, did not know that. So, Freddy fucked up. So the whole movie was revolving around Freddy. Jason was the underdog. Jason fucking won. I've heard tons of people going back and forth like who won the fight. Look, all I can say is this movie was a huge topic for my high school. When I was in my sophomore year, all of the students were all talking about this movie, and so they were watching all the 13th movies, all the Nightmare on Elm Street films. They were wondering who was going to win the fight. It was Jason. So yeah, the film came out. We all watched it. We enjoyed it. We all got the film on DVD when it came out. Hell, I actually wanted to go into the local Blockbuster in my town on a cold winter day on my fucking bike just to buy this movie for 23 bucks back then. And it's still one of my favorite DVD. Yeah. This was the big film back in the day for me and for the teenagers. It was this movie. Not any Marvel film, not any DC movie, not even the new Godzilla vs. Kong film that's coming out. And wait, what the fuck am I talking about? This basically was the Godzilla vs. King Kong at that during that time period. Now those two are going to fight each other again. You know, I said this before. I'm going to say it again. I made several Godzilla references throughout my movie reviews. Something is telling me I am going to do a Godzilla film just before my season's over. So, would I recommend my friends or any horror film fans to watch this movie? Hell yeah. In a sense, this is one of my favorite movies. I enjoy it. You may enjoy it too if you're a fan of the slasher genre. And I am now losing my fucking voice. Now I am not. The wonders of Gatorade. Anyway. What's the next film I gotta do right now? Let's see. I did several film sequels, so I think we're gonna do an original movie or just do a standalone film. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a Godzilla movie. Like I said, who knows? Until then, take care.